The Roach Motel. You sign up for a service in one smooth click, but when you try to cancel, the exit button has vanished into 5 sub-menus and a required phone call. Designers build asymmetric friction into user flows, making account creation frictionless, while intentionally adding psychological fatigue to the cancellation process. Confirmshaming. You decline an optional newsletter or trial, and the dismiss link reads, "No thanks, I don't care about saving money." Interface copywriters weaponize cognitive dissonance, forcing you to affirm a negative trait about yourself just to close a simple promotional dialogue. Fake urgency. You browse a hotel room or flight, and a flashing red banner warns that 3 other shoppers are looking at this exact item right now. Back-end scripts trigger automated countdown timers and randomize viewer counts, exploiting loss aversion to short-circuit deliberate price comparison. Disguised ads. You search for an essential software patch, tap a prominent green button labeled Download, and accidentally install a sponsored toolbar. Websites format paid commercial placements to mimic navigational elements, hijacking your muscle memory and intent-driven clicks. Sneak into basket. You reach the final payment screen for an airline ticket or tech gadget, only to notice a $12 travel warranty quietly added to your cart. Checkouts exploit inattentional blindness, relying on the assumption that you will review total amounts passively rather than auditing line items. Hidden costs. You spend 20 minutes configuring a food delivery order at a posted price, but service charges, platform fees, and processing costs multiply at the final confirmation step. Platforms leverage the sunk cost fallacy, knowing you are far less likely to abandon an order once you have already invested time building it. Misdirection. You open a privacy consent prompt where the Accept All tracking option is a massive high-contrast button, while Reject All is styled as an invisible, borderless plain text link. Visual hierarchies exploit rapid optical scanning patterns, steering your eye toward the vendor's preferred choice before your prefrontal cortex evaluates alternatives. Privacy Zuckering. You adjust your profile settings to keep your data private, but convoluted legal jargon and dual negative toggles trick you into sharing more personal information than intended. Data brokers deliberately obfuscate permission structure, transforming informed consent into a maze of cognitive overload. Forced continuity. Your 7-day free trial ends quietly without a reminder email, and your credit card is instantly billed for an entire non-refundable annual plan. Companies engineer silent billing transitions, relying on automatic recurring renewals to monetize forgotten subscriptions. The infinite scroll. You open an app to check a single message, and 45 minutes later, you are still swiping down through an endless, bottomless stream of personalized content. Developers remove natural physical stopping cues like page numbers or chapter breaks, creating a continuous feedback loop that keeps your dopamine receptors perpetually waiting for the next stimulus. Variable reward pulls. You pull down on your activity feed, pause for a half-second loading wheel, and watch new notifications cascade across your screen. App engineers model feed refresh animations directly on casino slot machine mechanics, using unpredictable reward timing to build behavioral habit loops. Pre-checked opt-ins. You fill out an online warranty registration, and a tiny checkbox subscribing you to daily promotional partner emails is already filled by default. Forms exploit default bias, leveraging the psychological tendency for humans to accept pre-selected defaults rather than expending effort to manually uncheck them. Hard to find unsubscribe. You open an unwanted marketing email, scroll to the footer, and search for the unsubscribe button buried in faint light gray text on a white background. Senders reduce contrast ratios below accessibility standards, deliberately increasing visual search time to discourage user opt-outs. Friend spam. A mobile game asks for access to your contacts to find friends, then silently blasts promotional invitations to every phone number in your address book under your name. Platforms hijack personal social credibility, disguising automated marketing campaigns as personal peer endorsements. Price comparison prevention. You compare 2 similar grocery items on an online retail app, but one displays pricing per ounce, while the other shows pricing per individual unit count. Retailers deliberately fragment unit metrics, paralyzing your mental arithmetic to prevent you from discovering the cheaper option. The Decoy Choice. A streaming service offers a basic digital plan for $10, a print-only plan for $30, and a combined digital plus print bundle for $30. Marketers introduce an intentionally asymmetric, inferior option to make the most expensive tier look like an undeniable bargain. Artificial scarcity. You look at a mass-manufactured jacket online, and the product page displays a flashing warning that only one item remains in your size. Retail engines hard-code low stock warnings regardless of actual inventory levels, triggering an acute fear of missing out that accelerates impulsive buying. Emotional blackmail prompts. You attempt to downgrade a software tool, and the screen presents illustrations of your avatar weeping beside a warning that all your past work will be permanently erased. Systems trigger acute loss anxiety, leveraging emotional manipulation to halt rational financial decisions. Dark opt-out styling. You attempt to reject tracking cookies, but the reject action requires toggling 20 individual vendor categories manually, while accept all takes a single click. Engineers construct extreme asymmetric labor costs, forcing you to trade your personal privacy to save immediate cognitive effort. Phantom notifications. You unlock your phone after seeing a bright red notification dot on an app icon, only to discover there is no actual message or update waiting for you. Interfaces generate false administrative alerts, training you to open the app instinctively even when zero relevant information exists. Every interface you touch isn't designed to serve your intention, it's engineered to capture it. If one of these dark patterns felt uncomfortably familiar, tell me which one got you in the comments.